Hi there, Libra, and welcome to this, your November 2025 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel St. James, clairvoyant, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, and welcome. Now, people ask me, do I do personal readings? The answer is yes. The details are in the description. Also provide healings that involve no religion at all, and they're free. And the details are in the description as well. Now, this is a deck for you this month, which is called Spolia Tarot, and it's an independent deck. But it was printed, I think, once several years ago, and the developer said it's just too much of a hassle, printing and shipping and all of that. So then he provided, I think, the one deck, I believe. In any event, nothing has appeared since, certainly at least 2021, maybe 2020, something like that. And the deck sells for about 700 US apparently on the second-hand market, or about 500 euro, which seems to be quite exorbitant. But I won't be parting with this, because although I don't use it very often, when I do, it provides extremely accurate readings. Now, the interesting thing about this deck is it's got an actual card for you in there as well, Libra. So let's see what there is by way of energy for you this month. Show me the magic. There is the Magician. Well, that's you. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Here is Page of Swords. Here is the King of Swords. And finally, what do we have here for you? The Queen of Cups. Well, why don't we see what this energy has to say, and let's get straight into it. Well, what a great month it looks like for you. Tremendous vibes here. Now, here's this Libra card, and I'll give you a quick look at it. This is the back of the cards. Some people like to look at backs. This is it. Quite abstract, isn't it? And here we have the representation of Libra itself. Now, Libra, of course, is a masculine sign, which means that Libra is adventurous, outgoing, action-oriented. The masculine signs, the zodiac is divided equally into masculine signs and feminine signs. That was done by the Greeks. The Greeks revolutionized astrology, and I'll put at the top of the thing here a link. It'll either come up as an eye or as a thumbnail to a video, a quick 15-odd minute video I did, which shows how astrology changed from the Babylonian and Vedic way of looking at things into Western astrology. And there's a twist, there's a reveal to it, which you will probably find quite interesting, and you maybe had not thought about the tremendous impact that it had. Now, the way to remember masculine and feminine signs is the air signs, which you are, and the fire signs, they're masculine, and the feminine signs are earth and water. Be that as it may, let's have a look now at this first card, which is that of the Magician. I don't know much about this. Here is this infinity symbol here. Well, what I'm getting from this infinity symbol here is that this energy represents the will, the wisdom, and the word through which the world and the universe was created. Now, here's the Magician, but traditionally it's Mercury. But this Magician stands for truth and for falsehood, and he brings all set ideas and judgments into question, which can often make the Magician seem to be questionable himself. Shoot the messenger. Now, the Magician is, as you will be, a creative creature. Now, the Magician knows no conscience in the ordinary sense of the word. The creative impulse really doesn't have a conscience. I think, as I'm pretty sure you might tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right, I think it was Salvador Dali, that painter, who said, look, a good painter borrows, a great painter steals. Well, there you go. Now, he, as you, will have the ability to use all the methods and things at your disposal to arrive at your goals now. And with this great sort of influence of Mercury around here, you'll have a tremendous communication ability, playful dealings with all possible forms of communication, and like Mercury, you'll have brilliance. Now, along with your masculine air sign, the cardinal sign, this is perfect for you because you'll have a bias towards action and power, and you'll make real your ideas and desires. Enormous willpower. I think you'll be something of a smooth talker, and, well, I make no judgment on this, but I think you'll have the ability to manipulate people. Now, to make things happen, of course, you should always, because you do have brilliant capabilities now. But one important task, I suppose, is to find or create the proper surroundings for your creative activity. You can't do it on a bus, or maybe you can. But as I was about to say, where do your talents lie? Stick to what you're good at, minimize things that you're not good at. Say, I create magic when I use my inherent gifts and talents. I honor the resources of skilled communication which is within me, and the full expression of my creative potential fulfills me, and it makes me happy and satisfied. But wait, there's more. I think that the message that's coming through here is that there is nothing you cannot be. There is nothing you cannot do. There is nothing you cannot have. You are the most magnificent, the most remarkable, the most splendid being God has ever created. For who could reject such wondrous magnificence? For sometimes you don't know who you are, and you think you are a great deal less. Remember, you are your own rule maker, and you are the only one who can assess how you are doing. All you have seen in the world is your idea about it. Now, life will take off for you when you choose for it to. An idea becomes a thought. A thought becomes a word. Say it out loud. Words have power, and they echo all throughout eternity. And a word becomes an action. And if you're going to do it, start. And having started, go all the way. Don't have any fear. Seize the moment. Seize the opportunity. Rejoice in it, and let no power on earth take it from you. Now, as if to reinforce that message, comes the confirmation that, although I think you may have had some testing times, haven't you, this is a turning point for you. Things are now moving forward because here is Jupiter. Jupiter, the planet of new beginnings, of good luck. This is a change of fortune, and it's a change that's good. There's a new beginning, an expansion, creativity for you, a big breakthrough, good luck, chance, opportunity. But when thinking of opportunity, remember, this guy would say, opportunity doesn't wait around for those that are not prepared. Opportunity just moves on to the next person. So prepare for the opportunity. Prepare for what you want. Have it in mind. And when the opportunity comes, slot it in to your plans. Now, there is an unexpected change in your life, which is going to be good, but it may not necessarily seem that way at first. But when you get out 12 months from now, you're going to look back and you're going to go, aha, that was true. So be ready, be prepared to act on any unexpected opportunities. A change is about to happen for you. You might need to change your present course or change things around to set the stage for the right outcomes to come into your life. But definitely, if no miracles are happening, something is wrong, because you do stand before the possibility of a great breakthrough. So use this moment. And are you ready for the great fortune? What's still standing in the way? These truth statements for you should be kept in mind. I am a prosperous individual. I am flexible in times of change. I enjoy making internal abundance happen externally. Abundance which created me as what I am, and I am now ready for the miracle in my life. Now, it's also a time, I think, for you where you need to be careful of who is around you. Now, I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean it in this way. What this is saying is that this is a time when you are likely to be very impressionable about what other people say or do. You take it on board. And as your mother always said, you are judged by the company that you keep. So negative people in your life, as far as it's possible to do, get them out of your life. Now, as a court card, it can be either a male or a female, and you'll be able to see yourself in others and see through them. But impressionable. Be very careful. Do you know that there's sometimes a tendency to take on board bad things that happen to us or that are said to us? Just remember this. This is saying, I am good enough. I am lovable. I am important. I matter. I am beautiful or handsome, as the case may be, and I am charging forward to success and abundance. And when I say charging forward to success and abundance, the energy reflected by this card here is really giving the truth to that, because this energy permits the materialization, the turning into reality an idea. Now, you might find that, and I don't make any judgment on it, that you could be during this time also, as a result of things that people do say to you, stern and revengeful, quite firm and aggressive. Your logic, the way you think about things and put them across, could be destructive, so just be careful on how you put things to people. I think you'll be firm, maybe aggressive even, but you'll have a great practical wisdom to do with everything to do with material things in the world, particularly the sorting out of problems, controversies, because you'll be good at settling arguments. Now, you may have an anxiety that's around. It could be the result of taking on board things, but don't. I am good enough. I am lovable. I am beautiful. This could be to do with matters which arose in the family, where one or both parents will usually have been the cause. What will also be happening is that your thoughts, your vision of things may at times push over a lot of old statues. So don't let yourself be buried by the rubble, and don't allow your moods to take hold of you, and remain true to your real ideals. However, What statues are present in your surroundings, in your life, that need to be pushed over, and do you have the courage to do so? There's almost like a rebellion going on here. So look inside yourself and see if the rebellion is rooted in love, and say then, my rebellion is positive, constructive, and creative. But you will not be stopped. You continue pushing forward, because here, this is saying that you're going to be quite goal-oriented and ambitious. You'll have very flexible mental powers, and there will be a great degree of passion with you, which may or may not also be aggressive and revengeful. But you're going to be very active, clever, skillful, fierce, courageous, but don't shoot from the hip. I get the sense here of someone that shoots first and then aims later. This is also either a male or a female. And this energy represents for you, it's the idea of attack almost, of the violent power of wind, of air applied. You are the wind, the storm. And you'll be delicate, fierce, courageous, but you can sometimes get consumed altogether by something that just shows up without giving it a lot of due diligence or without sort of thinking through it all. You'll have strong mental determination, which is going to be unified, which is going to be mixed with a deep emotional understanding. And I think that only goals which are emotionally charged will be able to stoke the fire of passion underneath you. Just to tie this off, though, I think that this could be a restless period for you where you're trying to get somewhere else, either in your everyday life or travel. It's definitely a time for you to listen to your head rather than the heart. This particularly also comes into the equation here. And I think that you might actually also come to know of, you may know of, just an energy around here, you might know of them, where there's like a love-hate relationship where the couple breaks up and then they get back together. Then they break up and get back together, break up and get back together. Well, obviously this is really draining. In the end, one of them is going to go, who wants this life? But you're in a great position now to make plans and to set goals and to make them happen. But do you know what you want? You have to know what you want. Say, I know my goal. I know what I am working towards. And each goal is just a milestone on the way to my ultimate destination. That is November. Well, it was a pleasure to see you, and unless I see you separately, either for a clairvoyant reading or for a healing, then I'll see you here again next month. And until then, remember one thing, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you here again next month. Until then, it's bye for now.